Hello and welcome back to my channel, all things tools, woodworking, and DIY. Today we are at the Vineland Drive-In Movie Theater and Swap Meet, located in the City of Industry, about 20 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. My favorite day to go is on Wednesdays. Parking is free and admission is $2. I usually arrive around 7 a.m. opening time. In my opinion, the best areas for tools are in the 3 rows of vendors nearest the screens on the west side of the property. The rest of the swap meet is mainly clothes and apparel, household goods, and food items. Once again today, we are looking for Craftsman tools, but not your typical wrenches and sockets, of which I see so many. Instead, we'll look for the more obscure stuff, the older the better, and made in USA, of course. So come with me for a visit to one of my favorite swap meets, and if you like what you see, hit that like button and consider subscribing. It will help my channel grow. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and with your help, I'll be there soon. Let's see what we find today. All right, first stop is your typical swap meet pile of stuff, and look at this, a cotter pin extractor. I don't have one of these, so let's set that aside. That may come home with me. Here's a newer screwdriver. Not really interested in these. I see so many of them. Now these are the ones I like, these older screwdrivers, especially these little ones. And this one too with the pocket clip. Yes, looks like I found its brother. I like these. On to the next vendor, and I see a lot of planes at the swap meets, mostly Stanley, but I don't see too many Craftsmans. Let me know, do you guys see a lot of Craftsman planes? I don't. This one looked pretty nice actually, but I really don't use planes, so just gave it a quick look and then moved on. What's this, a screwdriver? Sure does look like a screwdriver, but no, it's actually part of the Craftsman barbecue set. Here's a picture of the full set, and I looked them up on eBay, and these actually sell for big bucks, $60 to $70, so just one part of the set. I didn't buy it, I moved on. Ah yes, the dollar table. Let's see what goodies we find here. All right, here's a wood lathe turning tool. Seems to be in pretty good shape. A few cracks on the end. I'm not familiar with wood turning tools. I've never used a lathe. I've never turned wood. But for $1, let's take it home. This table turned out to be my favorite of the day, and I really wasn't sure what this is. At first I thought it was one of those Yankee screwdriver type things, but then I noticed it had what looked like a router bit attached to it. So this caught my curiosity. Small wire cutters, in pretty good shape. Then there was this chunk of a tool or something. Anyone out there know what this is? Let me know in the comments below.
This is your back, sir.
Here's a pretty cool crown logo staple gun, but I think it was missing the clip to hold the staples. I passed on it anyway, but pretty cool. I don't see a lot of these. So far, everything on this table was either too new or just too boring or nothing of interest, but wait for it, wait for it. Oh, what is this? Bingo, jackpot, a Craftsman underline C vanadium 11/16 combination wrench. Very likely from the 1930s, so a real cool wrench for sure. So last stop of the day is to check out this toolbox. And you might be saying, toolboxes are a dime a dozen. And they are. I see a ton of them, but I mostly see the silver ones. I like seeing the black toolboxes, the red toolboxes, and this one's in really super nice shape. Check out the red in the tray. Doesn't look like it ever had any tools in it. I'm sure it did, but very nice shape. Very nice paint all around. So cool little box. I also like the graphic. Sears Best. That's right, Craftsman. Pretty cool. So what did I come home with? Well, I came home with the cotter pin extractor. I don't have one, and I could have used it when I rebuilt the suspension, front suspension on my 74 Firebird. I brought home the turning tool. It was only $1. I've never used a lathe, and I've never turned wood, but for $1, what the heck, maybe one day. Also brought home the baby screwdriver with the pocket protector clip. That was pretty cool. And another small screwdriver. Kind of makes you wonder if they came from the original tool set many years ago. And last but not least, the mystery tool, which turns out to be a hand drill. I'll show you how it works right now. So this is actually called a hand push drill. I couldn't find a part number anywhere on it. You can see Craftsman, circle F, made in USA. And what's kind of cool is the bits are in here, and this doesn't screw off. You turn this, it only has 2 bits. Here's one of the bits right here, so you loosen this, go here, and out comes the bit. And again, it only has 2 bits, and this one is bent. I don't say I'll have much use for it, but it's just a neat tool to have. I have seen online where people who are missing the bits will buy a hand drill, a hand push drill, just for the bits. I won't be doing that. I only paid $1 for this, so. Here's a piece of poplar, not the hardest of woods, but here's how this thing works. Oops. Really does make a clean little hole. I don't see much use in this, but I could see it coming in handy every once in a while for a small hole somewhere. So anyway. Well, thanks for coming along with me today. I'm sure a lot of you out there also do the same. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you find. And thanks for watching. Take care.